Alright, well, today I wanted to basically re-record my first video and also just do it full flight. I've got my OBS settings changed to where my audio track should be a lot better, and I have a lot more control over editing it after the video is over. And I'll just go through the whole process of setting up the flight and getting everything input and basically just going through everything. So with that, let's begin. Well, while the sim is loading up, I'm going to go ahead and head over to Simbrief and dispatch. To a new flight. Do United again. 5760 today. Alright, it's looking like the same flight plan that was generated, I guess, the first time. Gumby 3 departure, gusty transition, direct to Audad. The Audad 1 arrival. But it looks like New Orleans is landing runway 29 instead of the ILS 11. So not going to really have the same problem that I had planning the flight last time, but that's okay. We'll just go ahead and do this. And there we go. And it's been automatically imported into the settings. I'm going to bring up charts and have it pulled up on here just so I can show you. Make sure I've got the most recent version updated. Import from Simbrief today. Of course, charts needs to update. Everything needs to update every time I turn the computer on. There's so many updates. Alright, import from Simbrief, the one from today. And let's just take a look down here. So, still got our same discontinuity from Voodoo down to the airport. So let's go look at the approaches for 29. Well, there is an ILS to 29, so maybe we can just plan for that. So they're basically landing the opposite direction on runway 11. And if I remember last time, the AI vectored me over to this area. I don't think they did the transition at HRV. I think they just vectored me for final. and also it was a visual approach. So I'm just going to go ahead, I guess, and assume that they're going to give me vectors to final again, and I'll go ahead and plug this ILS 29 in. See what that looks like. Yeah. It looks ugly, is what it looks like. But let's see, helmet at 3000. All right, well, let's just do that. Let's just assume that that's what it's going to be. All right, go into the sim and let's do our thing here. I'm going to import. It's always random whether it has that more button available. I think it's very weird. All right, we've got our path in here, and yeah, let's go down here and look. Realistically, I don't think Boeing 737s are necessarily flown from Houston to New Orleans on United. I think they use little small CRJs and also possibly little small Embraer type jets, and they usually take off from the Bravo gate. But we'll pick a Charlie gate just to give us a little bit of differences since we're using a different type of plane. It's Charlie 45. All right, that looks good. Let's go. And over here off screen, I'm gonna get the ATC loading up and my EFB tablet.
Connected.
Yes, Beyond ATC is connected. Great. Let's go ahead and get these charts pulled up on my EFB tablet equivalent. Unload, import from Simbrief, and one from today. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing where I select the final transition on the ILS. Let me check. It is awful quiet for me right now just because I did turn the speaker volume down. I turned it up a bit. I want to make sure we are hearing sound, because I am not. Yeah, there's sound. All right. Well, like we did before, let's go down here and get us hooked up to ground power as our first thing to do. So we're going to go to ground services and request an external. I need to resynchronize my hardware with the actual sim, so give me a minute. The thing is if your physical hardware position is different than what the sim's default state is, you kind of have to briefly resynchronize it at the beginning. But I think we're all good now, and I'll go over here to this and get our information imported. I was just seeing if there's a way to turn off so many of the markings on the map, but let's get our flight plan pulled up there. And yeah, it's connected now, so let's go up here and look at the overhead. We do have external power, so I'm going to go ahead and flip the battery switch, emergency lights, and get us connected to the external power. And with that, we've got battery on, emergency exit lights on, ground power on and established. Gear down, 3 greens. 3 greens up there as well. Flaps are up. And indicators or flaps are down. Flaps are up, flaps are up. Test works. And let's go down here to the pedestal. See if I can find my correct view. I think that one's probably the best view. Test left should be 2 orange, check. Test right, we need bells. And light, yes, check. Squibs test left, 3 green, check. Right, 3 green, check. And let's go back and sit in the seat. And let's look behind us. Manual gear extension is down, check. Circuit breakers are good, no white collars, and good, no white collars. And back to our chair. And let's go back overhead so we can check our flight recorder. Normal. Mach airspeed check and check. These have not been on long enough to work, so we'll come back to them. And we'll go ahead and set the IRSs to nav to let them align. go back down. Let's check our lights. Everybody looks good. Oxygen. Just follow the little cross there, check. Alright. It's time to get our fuel input. So let's go down to the... Well, actually, let's pull up our fuel truck add-on. Services add-on. So we're going to request a refueling, and we'll go with United Airlines. Okay, let's double check and see what our block fuel is. It's 12344. So let's go double check. I'm not. Fuel. Right now we've got 6,000 pounds on board. It looks like the first officer is going to take over the input of the fuel. This is doing very carefully. And you did 12,501. And basically PMDG, when you type it in here, it's going to progressively add fuel with the GSX add-on, but PMDG is going to instant load. So this is more just for effect, I guess, if you want to look this truck out here. With his progressive loading, should go up to our target amount, so that's cool anyway. Let's go ahead also, and I think we need to, you know what, this time let's try doing the boarding. See what GSX will do with boarding. The stairway connected. Oh no, the tug truck. And while I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and get an air conditioning cart connected. And with that being connected, I think we need to make sure packs are off, valve is open, bleeds are... I don't remember. I think they have to be, I think all of that's got to be off. Back and look. They're still connecting. We can also go ahead and let's open up that door. Okay, so air conditioning unit is active, but I don't see any air. I don't see any air pressure here. I'm just gonna assume that it's on. So as far as boarding goes, I'm not really sure how GSX does it, and I haven't read the manual for it, but let's try it. I've got the jetway connected and the door open, so let's go pull up our menu and say request board. Okay. Yes, let's board. Let's see what he's typing in. 120. .8 is what was entered for the zero fuel weight, so let's go double check that. Yeah, I guess that's right. You learned something new. Okay. Well, with that being said, we've done our fuel and payload, so now I think we're just waiting for the IRSs to align. Speak of the devil. Let's go back down to that. One day I'll remember my quick position buttons here. Alright, let's go to the FMC, and I'm going to start using my external tablet right now. So let's enter our starting airport, KIAH, up into the reference airport, and I'm going to press next page and grab the GPS position from the left GPS and stick it in there. Great, thank you. And let's go to route. It already automatically enters IAH, and we're going to put KMSY as the destination. And since I've been bad again and not picked up the ATIS yet, let's listen to ATIS right now and make sure that the departing runway is still the correct runway. 124.05.
2991. Landing runway 08 left, 08 right, 09er. Departing runway 09er, 15 left, 15 right. Numerous cranes in operation around George Bush Intercontinental H. Advise on initial contact, you have information uniform.
Uniform.
George Bush Intercontinental H Airport information uniform. 14320. Wind 195 at 5.
195 at 5.
Ceiling 1800 broken. 25000 broken. Temperature 28. 2.25. Altimeter 29901. Landing runway 08 left, 08 right, 09er. Departing runway 09er, 15 left, 15 right. Numerous cranes in operation around George Bush Intercontinental H. Advise on initial contact, you have information uniform.
Alright. Well, departing runways are 09er, 15 left, and 15 right. So let's call up and get our clearance to make sure that our flight plan is still going to be correct. So I'm going to switch frequencies to 128.1. And let's make a call. Clearance United 5760. Request IFR clearance to New Orleans International.
United 5760, Houston clearance cleared to Armstrong, New Orleans, Gumby Tree departure, gusty transition, then is filed. Climb via side, departure frequency 1 tree 2.25, squawk 5130.
Cleared to Armstrong, New Orleans, Gumby 3 departure, gusty transition, then is filed. Climb via SID, departure frequency 132.25, squawk 5130, United 5760.
Negative departure frequency 1 tree 2.25.
Departure frequency 132.25, United 5760.
United 5760, read back correct. Contact ground 121.7 when ready for push or start.
We'll contact ground on 21.7 when ready for push or start, United 5760.
Costera 2781, runway 9er taxi via Sierra Foxtrot, Sierra Alpha, Sierra Charlie.
Runway 9er taxi via Sierra Foxtrot, Sierra Alpha, Sierra Charlie, Costera 2781.
And I'm going to just, depending on how much traffic there is on this ground frequency, I might switch channels just to keep it quiet. So, seems like they're gonna follow our requested departure, so I'm going to go ahead and type in our flight number. And on to inputting our route. So I'm going to go to the departure and arrivals and select 15 left, which is what we filed for with the Gumby 3 departure, gusty transition. Go back to route. And then we're going to click activate. Next, we're going to go back to departure. We're going to go to New Orleans, and we assumed, we can do a different thing in here. Actually, I learned this trick. We can select runway 29 with the odd add 1 arrival, no transition, and that should give us a visual approach. And I could do a runway extension. That's that option over there in the middle on the right, but I don't really remember what to do for that, so we're just gonna leave that blank for now. No, you know what? Let's go back and let's do the ILS just in case. And we'll still do the odd add 1 arrival with no transition. Go back to route. Check. We still have a discontinuity, but that's to be expected. But we know from our flight pad, which button is it? Which button is it? There we go, that one.
Costera 2781, contact Houston Tower 135.15. Have a good day.
Yeah. Gumby 3
Over to
gusty
Tower
direct to
5.15, Costera 2781.
direct to odd add 1 arrival and runway 29. So back to here, we're going to go gusty direct to Audad. And then from here, we'll go ahead and connect these two, even though that's probably not what's going to happen. We're going to get vectors, but that's okay. There's no discontinuities on this, so we'll go ahead and execute. Let's go to our performance init, and now let's see if I can sit us back here in the seat. While I'm looking here, we got to get our cost index, which is 42 for this flight. So we'll go ahead and enter 42. Our reserves are $5.3. Just round up. Our 0 fuel weight, I'm just going to double tap that. And our cruising altitude today is 330. So that's L30. And our cruise winds are going to be the winds at top of climb. Let's go take a look in here. And I'm doing this all on this tablet, just so I have the benefit of being able to show you as well. So top of climb, we're going to be at 290/061. So let's go type that in.
Frontier Flight 1439. Request taxi to company gate.
Frontier Flight 1439, gate Alpha 11 taxi via Foxtrot Hotel, November, Papa, November Bravo, November Delta.
Alright, can hit execute on that.
Gate Alpha 11 taxi via Foxtrot Hotel, November Papa, November Bravo, November Delta, Frontier Flight 1439.
And we'll go to our N1 limit, which we need to go back over to our tablet.
Gate 26, request pushback.
Envoy 3598, Houston ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face south. Envoy 3598.
Maybe the weather changed because I wrote down 29901 from the ATIS. Let's go see.
George Bush Intercontinental H Airport Information Uniform 14320. Wind 195 at 5. Visibility 10. Ceiling 1800 broken. 25000 broken. Temperature 28. 2.25. Altimeter 2991. Landing runway 08 left, 08 right, 09er. Departing runway 09er, 15 left, 15 right. Numerous cranes in operation around George Bush Intercontinental A.
Okay, I mean, I could type that in, but we'll just go with whatever it's importing here. Which, by the way, right now while I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and set our altimeter to 291. Okay, flaps 5.
Envoy 3598, request taxi.
Temperature is going to be 49, and our takeoff is going to be TO1.
Romeo Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey.
Runway 15 left taxi via Romeo Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey, Envoy 3598.
We are going to do a 49 with the TO1. And we're going to select TO1. Alright. And let's go to our takeoff. And it said flaps 5, so we'll put that in. CG, we can just double click and it will put that in for us, which gives us a trim of 4.9. So we need to go and take a look at our trim. And I will never find the button that is the correct view to show us that. So bear with me. This one. So if I look at that, you don't have to be super precise with this, but we're just pretty much going to go to 5.
Envoy 3598, contact Houston Tower 135.15.
Contact
Okay.
Tower 135.15, Envoy 3598.
That looks close to 5. And no. That's 5. Now I'm going to back it off. That's 4.9. Good enough. Alright. And let's see, the FMC is saying 135, 136, and 141, and the tablet says 133, 136, and 141. So I think that was matched today. No, they don't. But we're gonna go with what the tablet says. With that being said, the tablet also gives us V2 of 141, so we're going to make sure that we input the 142 into our MCP.
Commute Air 4247. Request taxi to allocated gate.
I'm sorry, 141.
Commutair 4247, Gate Bravo 9er taxi via Foxtrot Hotel, Foxtrot Alpha, Foxtrot Delta, November Echo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Victor, Whiskey Alpha, Whiskey Foxtrot, Romeo Bravo, Urbron, Apron.
Well, you just have to go everywhere, don't you?
Taxi via Foxtrot Hotel, Foxtrot Alpha, Foxtrot Delta, November Echo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Victor, Whiskey Alpha, Whiskey Foxtrot, Romeo Bravo, Urbron, Apron, Commute Air 4247.
1500 was our
request taxi to
acceleration height, and 800 was our engine out acceleration height, so we're good.
November Papa, November Bravo.
Gate
All
Charlie
right.
2 taxi via Foxtrot Hotel, November Papa, November Bravo, United 796.
And now we can start our flows. We've set up the FMC. So let's go overhead. Eventually I'll find it, and we'll go down. We kind of go down like this.
All aircraft
So,
be advised, information Victor now, current altimeter 299er 3.
there we go, 299 Go ahead and set that. Okay, yaw damper on. I'm gonna use my overhead tablet to do this. Yaw damper on. Fuel pumps on as required, so that's gonna be all 4 of those guys. We're gonna check the cross feed, so we're gonna turn that, watch for a bright blue light, and then a dim, and then we're gonna press it again. Bright blue light, and off. Check. AC and DC monitors on as required. Galley on. Passenger seating on. Circuit breakers as required. seatbelts, they're still not all on yet, so we'll wait. Emergency lights are armed, wipers are in park, window heats all on. Stop using the mouse. Probe heats are off because we're sitting here still. Anti-ice off. Hydraulic pumps all on. Trim air on. Recirc fans are auto. Packs are both auto, but we have the air conditioning cart. I'm gonna get rid of that off screen here. Give me a second. So there is that. The air conditioning cart is gone, so I'm going to put packs are both auto. Isolation valve open. Engine bleeds are on. APU bleed is off. Altitude. This I will use the mouse because it's just easier. Alright. Flight level for cruise is going to be 330. I wonder if you can type in there.
United 2282.
And
request taxi
altitude
to
of the landing is 0 for sure. I've already looked that up. Pressurization mode is auto.
Gate Charlie 42 taxi via November Sierra Foxtrot Romeo Bravo apron.
Lights.
Gate
Logo
Charlie
lights
42
off.
taxi via November Sierra Foxtrot Romeo Bravo apron United 2282.
And position lights are going to be steady. Let's go ahead and start the APU. I'll wait for that to start up, and I will have a drink of coffee. In the meantime, let's get our MCP set up here. I don't know what what chart is the correct place to go to actually get the runway heading. So it's a little bit frustrating. I think I can go to the charts for that. Oh, well, thank you, Navigraph. You've put that in for me. So 149. So let's go ahead and set a 149 heading into our MCP. And our altitude is going to be per the departure, because they told us to climb via SID, so let's go and check that. And by the way, our boarding is complete, so that's great. And we are going to be 5,000. So let's go look at the chart for the Gumby 3 departure, just to be sure. Oh yeah. So this one is the one where we're supposed to stay below 5,000, but after we reach Gumby, then we maintain 16,000 and expect filed altitude 10 minutes after departure. So I'm going to go ahead and set our altitude in the MCP to 16,000. And we already just looked at our legs page to make sure that the altitude restrictions are in there for Gumby and Dawson. So we'll leave it at that. Now, flight directors. So flight directors is going to be on left side first, then right side.
November 805 Sierra, ramp 5, request pushback.
QNH is set.
November 805 Sierra Houston ground, pushback approved, face northwest.
EFIS going
Pushback
to
and
hit.
engine start approved, face northwest. November 805 Sierra.
Terrain position data, and let's go ahead and make sure our we never did the test for this. We also need to do the stick shaker test.
Pull up. Wind shear.
There's work.
Wind shear.
Yeah,
Air
all right.
Shuttle 6297. Request taxi to assigned gate.
Air Shuttle 6297, Gate Bravo 17 taxi via Foxtrot Hotel, Foxtrot Alpha, Foxtrot Delta, November Echo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Victor, Whiskey Alpha, Whiskey Foxtrot, Romeo Bravo, Apron.
Gate Bravo 17 taxi via Foxtrot Hotel, Foxtrot Alpha, Foxtrot Delta, November Echo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Victor, Whiskey Alpha, Whiskey Foxtrot, Romeo Bravo, Apron, Air Shuttle 6297.
All right. So APU's been on for at least a minute, so I'm going to go ahead and get that on so we got some air
November
conditioning going.
805 Sierra, request taxi.
November 805 Sierra, runway 15 left taxi via Whiskey Kilo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey.
All right, parking brake
Runway
is set.
15 left taxi via Whiskey Kilo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey, November 805
Speed brake is
Sierra.
down. Start levels are cut off. Stabilizer turns are normal. Radios are set and checked. Transponder. We need to set our squawk code, which was 5130, and leave that set in standby. The alt source is 1 for captain. Rudder trim is free and 0. Alright. Safety inspection. Surface and chocks are still in place. Maintenance status check. Battery on. Hydraulic pumps are on. Landing gear lever is down and ship's library is checked. Alright. We've got the APU on. The parking brake is set. Crown power remove. No, we're not doing that because we haven't switched the buses yet. So let's go ahead and switch the buses to the APU, and now we can switch off ground power, which is already off. And let's go ahead and tell GSX to prepare for pushback and departure. And yes, release ground power. Let's see if it does that. It's doing it. Oh, great. Wonder if it'll close the door too. No, we are not. That door is still open. Alright. Now we got the door closed. Okay, doors are closed. Stairways and jetways are removed. Chocks are removed. AP bleeds are on before start checklist performed.
United 1645. Request taxi to company gate.
Nav checks, gear pins removed.
United 1645, Gate Charlie
Lights
39er
test
taxi
check,
via
yaw
Foxtrot
damper
Hotel, Foxtrot
on.
Alpha, Foxtrot Delta, November Echo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Victor, Whiskey Alpha, Whiskey Golf, Romeo Alpha, Romeo Bravo.
Fasten
Gate
seatbelt
Charlie
signs.
39er taxi via Foxtrot Hotel, Foxtrot Alpha, Foxtrot Delta, November Echo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Victor, Whiskey Alpha, Whiskey Golf, Romeo Alpha, Romeo Bravo, United 1645.
November 805, Sierra, contact Houston Tower 135.15.
Instruments cross-checked. Pressurization mode.
135.15, November
Auto.
805 Sierra.
Hydraulics are normal. Auto brake rejected. Takeoff. Hydraulics normal. Speed brake down. Detent. Parking brake set. Stab trim normal. Wheel well fire warning checked. Radios and transponders set and standby. Rudder and aileron trims free and zero. Takeoff braking discussed. PA complete. And FMC CDU set. Bugs are all set. Stab trim is set. Performance signed. Phones off. EFB stored. Flight deck doors and windows locked. Doors closed. Passengers seated. And I think we're ready to call ground for pushback and engine start. Ground United 5760, Gate Charlie 45, request pushback and engine start.
United 5760, Houston ground, pushback approved. Face southwest.
Pushback approved, face southwest.
Costera 472, request taxi to company gate.
Costera 472, Gate Delta 6 taxi via November Bravo.
Gate Delta 6 taxi via November Bravo, Costera 472.
Honestly, I don't know how southwest facing on here is going to be. We need to cheat a little bit in this chart here. I don't know nose left or nose right. Does it matter? It should matter.
All aircraft be advised information. Whiskey now current altimeter 299er3.
So we're at Charlie 45 and they're gonna face us south. I mean, there's only south. I guess they want us to get on this southwest. Whatever.
Alpha, request pushback.
Alpha, Houston ground, pushback approved. Face west.
Release the parking
Pushback
brake.
approved, face west Alpha.
Oops, dropped my pen. Okay. While we're pushing back here. Let's go ahead and start. engine number 2. So first of all, packs go to off. And we're going to select the ground switch on engine 2. I'm going to go down here and look at the engine and wait for a 25. Once we hit 25, we're going to flip our engine start lever.
Alpha, ready to taxi to the active.
Alpha, runway 9er taxi via Echo Echo November. Papa November Bravo, Sierra Foxtrot, Sierra Alpha, Sierra Charlie. Hold short runway 8 right.
Runway 9er taxi via Echo Echo, November Papa, November Bravo, Sierra Foxtrot, Sierra Alpha, Sierra Charlie. Hold short runway 8 right, Alpha.
Alright, engine 2 has started. Now let's go to engine 1. Oh, we forgot to put our anti-collision light on. Oops. Do that now. We're at 25, so hit that engine start lever. Is that a double plane right there? Which one is it going to put us on? Foxtrot, Echo, or Delta? I think it looks like it's going to push us to Echo. Oh look, we have wing walkers. Alright, engine start is good. Let's get us on the engine generator, and we'll go ahead and turn the APU off.
Volaris 890, request taxi to company gate.
Volaris 890, gate Delta 8 taxi via November,
Parking
November,
brake.
Sierra Foxtrot.
Gate Delta 8 taxi via November, November, Sierra Foxtrot, Volaris 890.
To confirm a good engine start. Alright, packs are going to go back to auto. APU bleed's going to go off. Isolation valve. Isolation valve to auto. Alright. Let's go back to our chair. Flaps need to be set. Flaps 5. Alright. Let's do a flight controls
cross
check.
runway 8 right at Sierra Charlie. Continue taxi via November. Papa, hold short runway 8 right.
Cross runway 8 right at Sierra Charlie. Continue taxi via November Papa. Hold short runway 8 right, Alpha.
Alright, we're looking good there. Alright, let's do our before taxi checklist. Generators are on, APU is off, start switches are in continuous. Isolation valves. Flaps are set as required. Stab turn is set as required. Start levels. Levers are in idle. Detent. Flight controls are checked, and recall is checked. We need to switch the probe heat on. Alright, recall. Good. And we're ready to taxi. Let's get our taxi lights turned on. And call for taxi. Ground United 5760, request taxi IFR.
United 5760, runway 15 left taxi via apron. Romeo Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey.
Runway 15 left, taxi via apron, Romeo Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey, United 5760.
Negative, taxi via apron, Romeo Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey.
Taxi via apron, Romeo Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey, United 5760. Sometimes it doesn't like
Negative, taxi via
apron.
Romeo Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey.
So it doesn't like my pronunciation of apron, so we're gonna just tell it to auto read back.
Runway 15 left taxi via apron. Romeo Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey, United 5760.
Now it's happy. Alright, let's look at the charts for some assistance. I'm doing this on 2 screens right now, so bear with me. So we should come out here, apron via Romeo Bravo. Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey. Alright, let's get our parking brake released. And we'll do a config check, so we're going to advance the throttle.
Air Shuttle 6050, Gate 8, request pushback.
Advance the throttles and make sure there's no horn.
6050 Houston ground pushback and engine start approved. Face north.
No horn.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face north, Air Shuttle 6050.
Alright.
United 1945, at gate 43, request pushback.
United 1945 Houston ground pushback approved. Face south.
Pushback approved, face south, United 1945.
Technically that yellow line is what I'm supposed to be on, so let's go over there.
United 1096, Gate 18, request pushback.
United 1096 Houston ground pushback and engine start approved. Face west.
Pushback approved, face west, United 1096.
Romeo Bravos, follow this one.
Air Shuttle 6050, ready to taxi to the active.
Air Shuttle 6050, runway 15, left taxi via November. Charlie November, Echo, Whiskey Whiskey.
Runway 15 left taxi via November Charlie, November Echo, Whiskey Whiskey, Air Shuttle 6050. Commute Air 4225, Gate 11, request pushback and engine start.
Commutair 4225, Houston ground, pushback approved, face south.
Pushback and engine start approved, face south, Commute Air 4225.
United 1945, request taxi to the active.
United 1945, runway 15, left taxi via apron, Romeo Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey.
I think this path is still Romeo Bravo.
Runway 15 left taxi via apron, Romeo Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey, United 1945.
United 1096, taxi for departure.
United 1096, runway 9er taxi via Romeo Bravo, Sierra Charlie.
Runway 9er taxi via Romeo Bravo, Sierra Charlie, United 1096.
SkyWest 5418, Gate 19er, request pushback and engine start.
SkyWest 5418, Houston ground.
It's like there's a little traffic jam right there.
Face south.
Pushback approved. Face south, SkyWest 5418.
Air Shuttle 6050, contact Houston Tower 135.15.
Over to Tower 135.15, Air Shuttle 6050. Commute Air 4225, taxi for departure.
Commutair 4225, runway 9er taxi via apron, Arbron, Romeo Bravo, Sierra Charlie.
Runway
You know,
9er taxi
maybe
via
I
apron,
missed it in
Ron,
this
Romeo
checklist,
Bravo,
but
Sierra Charlie, Commute Air 4225.
United 1096, contact Houston Tower 135.15.
Over to Tower 135.15, United 1096.
Spirit Wing 70 tree, request taxi to assigned gate.
we're just gonna ignore United 1168.
Alpha 18 taxi via Sierra Juliet, Sierra Bravo, Sierra Charlie, Romeo Alpha, Romeo Bravo, apron.
I don't think it ever told us to turn our...
18 taxi via Sierra Juliet, Sierra Bravo, Sierra Charlie, Romeo Alpha, Romeo Bravo, apron, Spirit Wing 70 tree.
SkyWest 5418, ready to taxi to the active.
SkyWest 5418, runway 15, left taxi via apron, Romeo Bravo, Whiskey Bravo,
No,
Whiskey Whiskey.
always get screwed up here
Runway 15 left
of
taxi
where
via
Whiskey
apron,
Whiskey
Romeo
is.
Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey, SkyWest 5418.
That's Whiskey Victor, so Whiskey Whiskey should be right there.
United 5760, contact Houston Tower 135.15. Have a good day.
Houston Tower on 135.15, United 5760. Houston Tower, United 5760.
Aircraft calling, request not understood.
Houston Tower, United 5760, request takeoff clearance.
United 5760, you are nowhere near 15 left. Why in the world are you asking for departure clearance?
That was sassy. Let's try that again. Tower United 5760 holding short, runway 15 left, request takeoff clearance.
United 1901, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway, United 1901.
United 1096, runway 09er, line up and wait.
Runway 09er, line up and wait, United 1096.
United 1096, Houston Tower, wind 235 at 7, fly heading tree 10, runway 9er, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 310, runway 9er, cleared for takeoff, United 1096.
Commute Air 4225, ready to go, runway 9er.
Commutair 4225, hold short of 09er, departing traffic.
Roger, hold short of 09er for traffic, Commute Air 4225.
Commutair 4225, runway 09er, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 09er, Commute Air 4225.
United 5760 holding short, runway 15 left, request takeoff clearance.
Houston Tower, United 492, visual runway 9er.
United 492, Houston Tower, continue.
Roger, United 492.
United 492, wind 235 at 7, runway 9er, cleared to land.
Runway 9er cleared to land, United 492.
Commutair 4225, Houston Tower.
Are you going to acknowledge me or
010,
not?
Runway 9er, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 010, runway 9er, cleared for takeoff, Commute Air 4225.
United 5760, Houston Tower, wind 235 at 7, fly heading 120, runway 15 left, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 120, runway 15 left, clear for takeoff, United 5760.
United 1096, contact Houston departure, see you.
Okay.
Contact Houston departure,
Position
United
lights.
1096.
Landing lights.
Commutair 4225, contact Houston departure.
Contact Houston departure, Commute Air 4225, have a good day.
United 1945, ready to go, runway 15 left.
United 1945, hold short of 15 left, departing traffic.
Affirmative, hold short of 15 left, United 1945.
LNAVs. And... oh, no. I'll do heading. Not LNAV.
United 492, exit left at Sierra Juliet.
VNAV. And we're ready to go.
United
So
492.
oh, we need to put the alright. Throttles to 40%. And Toga.
United 492, contact ground 121.7.
Ground 121.7. United 492, take care.
United 1945, runway 15 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 15 left, United 1945. SkyWest 4734, ready for departure, runway 9er.
SkyWest 4734, Houston Tower, wind 235 at 7, fly heading 150, runway 9er, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 150, runway 9er, cleared for takeoff, SkyWest 4734.
SkyWest 5418, ready for departure, runway 15 left.
United 1945, Houston Tower, wind 235 at 7, fly heading 110, runway 15 left, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 110, runway 15 left, cleared for takeoff, United 1945.
SkyWest 5418, runway 15 left, line up and wait.
Runway 15 left, line up and wait, SkyWest 5418.
United 5760, contact Houston departure.
Houston departure, United 5760, see ya. Departure, United 5760, climbing via Gumby 3, departure.
Commuter 4225, contact Houston Center 133.4, have a good one.
Contact Houston Center 133.4, commute air 4225.
Commuter 4279, Houston approach altimeter 29er expect the visual approach runway 9er.
Altimeter 29er tree, expect the visual approach runway 9er. Commuter 4279.
United 5760, Houston departure, good day, radar contact, cleared direct CRTMN, resume the Gumby 3.
Cleared direct to CRTMN, resume Gumby 3, United 5760. Alright.
Houston, SkyWest 4734, 1300.
SkyWest 4734, Houston departure, radar contact, cleared direct device, resume the stick 8, climb and maintain flight level 180.
Cleared direct bice, resume the stick 8. Climb and maintain flight level 180, SkyWest 4734. Houston, United 1945, 3,000 feet.
United 1945, Houston departure, radar contact, cleared direction or resume the Industry 1, climb, maintain flight level 190.
Cleared direct SH1R, resume the Industry 1. Climb, maintain flight
Get
level
us on a heading.
United 1945.
And once we're on an intercept,
SkyWest 5418, good day, 2200.
SkyWest 5418, Houston departure, good day, radar contact, cleared direct B by C, resume the stick 8, climb and maintain 16,000.
Cleared direct bice, resume the stick 8. Climb and maintain 16,000, SkyWest 5418.
Houston, Air Shuttle 6153, 1700.
Air Shuttle 6153, Houston departure, radar contact, cleared direct Cayenne, resume the Lufkin 3, climb and maintain 16,000 feet.
I wonder where I got that warning. Alright, well, No. The ATC encountered a fatal error. Damn it. Let's see if I can pick up where we were.
Beyond ATC connected.
Okay, we're above 10,000 feet, so landing lights are gonna be off. Good, it looks like.
Houston United 5760, climbing via Gumby 3, 2,000 feet.
United 5760, Houston departure, radar contact, cleared direct J, resume the Gumby tree.
Cleared direct J, resume Gumby 3, United 5760. Good, that's a feature they added in, I guess.
5760, contact Houston Center 133.4.
Contact Houston Center on 133.4, United 5760. Houston Center, United 5760, 14,000, climbing 16,000, Gumby 3 departure.
United 5760, Houston Center, good day, climb and maintain flight level 330.
Climb and maintain flight level 330, United 5760.
United 5760, contact Houston Center 133.8. Have a good one.
Houston Center on 133.8, United 5760. Houston Center, United 5760, 16,000 for 30, flight level 330.
United 5760, Houston Center, roger.
Alright. So, we are way behind on our things to do. But pressurization is good. Engine start switches need to go to off. Auto brake needs to go to off. Gear needs to go to off. Altimeter is still, we're not at our transition altitude yet. And we're almost there, so just wait. Once we hit 18,000, we go to standard. It's very easy to get behind with all the stuff you have to do. Switch to standard altitude. Now we're in VNAV and LNAV, and we're climbing. Everything looks good. So we're good now. Yeah, so the ATC program before, if I remember, when it crashed, it didn't give you the option to resume your flight, so That's really good that they added that in, otherwise this would have been a disaster. You know, we can go over here and let's check our status. Alright, so the things that we can do to at least start preparing, we need to go ahead and change our bank angle limiter to 10. Alright, because for flight level 330. And let's go ahead back down here to the FMC. And we're gonna take our descent forecast and get our winds requested. And load. And execute. And we need to go in here into our descent and change this to 250 at 10,000. Alright. Let's get our fixed rings set up. So I'm going to type in runway 029 as our reference point. RW29, I think. There. Let's do a 5-mile ring for gear down and flaps 15. And let's do a 10 for flaps 5. And then our cruise altitude is 330, so we're going to divide that by 1,000, which gives us 33, and then multiply by 3, and that gives us 99. So that should be our estimated top of descent mileage. So we'll put 99 in there. Alright. We can go over here and check the charts and get set up for the ILS. Let's go do that. We're gonna say arrival. Oops. Approaches. I don't know why I'm looking at it on this small EFB. Let's look at it on the big one. It looked like it was starting to get a little laggy there in Houston. I am asking a lot of this computer right now, though. I don't know why this shows a different flight path than this is not. I don't know. Let's see, overlay. What is it talking about? Oh, that's what the LSU. But we didn't. That's not what our flight path
United
says.
5760, contact Houston Center 124.7.
Houston Center on 124.7, United 5760. Houston Center, United 5760, flight level 290 for flight level 330.
United 5760, Houston Center, roger.
See, we're gusty transitions. I don't know why this does not. Sure. That's weird. I'm not gonna worry about that. We're just gonna look at the chart for 29. Maybe it's just that it didn't unload and reload it. There we go. That's better. Alright, let's look at the chart. So we can go ahead and set our information up. It's going to be 109.9 for the localizer. And then in the standby, I'm going to set our missed approach. It's going to, what does it say? Direct RQR, VOR, and hold. So the RQR, VOR is 110.8. Climbing
United
right.
5760, Houston Center, expect Audad 1, runway 29er.
Expect Audad 1, runway 29er, United 5760. So, there's that. Our decision altitude is going to be 202. So, let's go ahead and set that up. Oh. I should pull up the... I should pull up the ATIS frequency on the other. But what? Go ahead and get that pulled up on the second radio. It's going to be 127.55.
United 5760 after Audad, cleared via Audad 1. Pilot's discretion, descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Armstrong New Orleans Airport landing runway 29er, altimeter 299er tree.
After Audad, cleared via Audad 1. Pilot's discretion, descend and maintain 6,000. Armstrong New Orleans Airport landing runway 29, altimeter 299er 3, United 5760. Okay, so we need to go ahead and start getting all of this set up. Audad 1, let's finish setting this up. So I'm gonna go ahead and set our minimums. We're at 202, so I'm going to set us at 222. Minimums are set. And let's take a look at the Audad 1 arrival chart, because I think we need to cross. Whoa. That was some strong turbulence there. Glad I haven't turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. Alright. We're gonna expect clearance to cross at 11,000, so we have to cross Audad at 11,000. But we were cleared to descend and maintain 6,000, so I can go ahead and yeah, we're already approaching our descent. So let's go ahead and set this down to 6,000. And let's check our legs, make sure we've got a restriction. At Audad, we do not. So we need to set that.
United 5760, contact Houston Center 126.35. Have a good day.
Houston Center on 126.35, United 5760. Center United 5760, flight level 330.
United 5760, Houston Center, roger.
So it did not have our restriction of 11,000 in there, so I'm going to go ahead and set that. And it's going to already start our descent. And we are high, so I think it is going to need us to add some flight detent speed brake to let us catch up. And we need to go ahead and set up our fuel. So we're going to be at 6.8 when we are in New Orleans. And we're going to do 7.9 minus 6.8, and that's going to give us 1.1. So let's go back over here, and that's going to give us 128 minus 1.1 should give us 127.6. In there. Let's go do our landing calculations. Alright, flaps 30, packs on, anti-ice off, reverser, all up, position, import weather, 2993, VREF of 144, let me go ahead and preset 2993. We already started our descent, so I need to set this to 25. Okay, and that was VREF plus 5, so flaps 30 of 139 should be good. Let's go ahead and select that. And so VREF plus 5 should be 144, and we are set. We've got our approach reference speed set, and we're ready to go. It's all set. And when are we supposed to set our auto brake? We should set it now. Auto brakes 3. And now we're getting back on the glide path, so that's good. And we've crossed transition altitude, so we're going to switch. So it's spooling those engines up, so I'm going to go ahead and stow the speed brake. into 7.55 is ATIS. Oops.
Burr activity in vicinity of airport. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Tango.
Tango.
Armstrong, New Orleans Airport information. Tango. 1544 Zulu. Wind 270 at 8. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 29er. 2.23. Altimeter 299er3. Landing and departing runways 29er, 20. Burr activity in vicinity of airport. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Tango.
Alright, information Tango. So we are ready. Got my altimeter set. 109.9 is punched in. 110.8 is in standby. We're due a climbing right turn to 3000 for mist. I'm gonna be really surprised to see that this can make Audad at 250 with just that much time to slow down. I don't believe it, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and get the
United 5760, contact New Orleans, approach 133.15.
New Orleans approach on 133.15, United 5760. New Orleans approach, United 5760. Flight level 110, descending via Audad 1 arrival with information Tango.
United 5760, New Orleans approach. Altimeter 29er tree, expect the visual approach runway 29er.
Altimeter 29er expect visual approach runway 29er, United 5760. Let's continue getting them set up over there. Drag required. Now I'm gonna expect them to give us vectors here pretty soon. Once we cross Voodoo, probably.
United 5760, leave Voodoo heading 115. Expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 29er.
Leave Voodoo heading 115, United 5760. So we'll expect radar vectors. So once we cross Voodoo here, I'm going to switch to heading mode.
United 5760, turn right, heading 115 vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 115 vectors for the approach, United 5760.
United 5760, descend maintain 2,000 feet, altimeter 29er tree.
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet. Altimeter 29er3, United 5760. So let's give us vertical speed. Still got our flaps out. I'm sorry, our speed brake is out still. There's the field over there. I did go to flaps 1 just to help us get down a little bit. And I think it's acceptable to throw down the landing gear right now to help us. So we can get the speed brake returned to flaps 2. Bug to flaps 2. Flaps 5. Start leaving saddles. Speed brake and see the effect. Speed brake armed. Flaps 10. Flaps 15. What's that over there? Speed brake should not be engaged. Speed brake is armed. Flaps 25. So I'm gonna bug down to our B ref, which is gonna be 144. We sit. And always because I forget this, let's put that guy down. Get situated in my chair here.
United 5760, turn left, heading 035, intercept the 29er localizer, descend and maintain 1000.
Turn left, heading 035, intercept the 29 localizer, descend and maintain 1000, United 5760.
United 5760, airport is at your 10 o'clock 5 miles. Report the field in sight.
Field in sight, United 5760.
United 5760, cleared visual approach, runway 29er.
Cleared visual approach, runway 29er, United 5760. Traffic.
United 5760, contact New Orleans Tower 119.5, take care.
Tower on 119.5, United 5760. Tower, United 5760, inbound runway 29er, visual approach.
United 5760, New Orleans Tower, wind 270 at 8, runway 29er cleared to land.
Runway 29er cleared to land, United 5760. Alright, let's get those thrust levers synchronized. I'm gonna go ahead and disengage the autopilot. Disengage the auto thrust, and now I'm in control.
400.
I'm gonna have to see why that traffic is.
200 minimums.
Continue.
$50, $40, $30, $20, $10.
And we're on the ground.
United 5760, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway, United 5760.
United 5760, contact ground 121.9er, take care.
Contact ground on 121.9er, United 5760. Ground, United 5760, request taxi to company parking.
United 5760, gate Bravo 12 taxi via Bravo Echo Sierra Golf.
Gate Bravo 12, taxi via Bravo Echo Sierra Golf, United 5760. Gotta zoom in on my... So I think I'm on Bravo Echo yeah. I think I'm gonna need some assistance. Know that I turned left here. At least I know that. It says left on Echo. And while I'm doing this, we can see if GSX can get us a follow me car. I think it's all the way down on the other side of the airport. I don't understand about here is that my charts and this airport don't really seem to correspond with each other that well. Like Bravo 12 is on the other side of the runway from where I am, so I'm not really sure. There's the follow me car. Let's just follow him and see what he says. Go ahead and turn off the taxi lights. I also need to turn these guys to off. Well, it looks like we do have to cross the runway, so let's see what the AI does when I ask it to cross. Ground United 5760, holding short runway 29er, request cross.
United 5760 did not copy.
United 5760, holding short runway 29er, request cross runway 29er.
United 5760 did not copy.
I don't think it's gonna give me permission to cross. It's not one of my options, so we're just gonna cross. Landing lights go back on. I see this does correspond with my chart, so I don't know, maybe I'm just confused. Or it's confused, it doesn't know where Gate Bravo 12 is either. But at least this follow me cart is taking me to where my chart shows it, so we're off the runway, so runway lights off, position lights steady. We are on Golf now, but see, we crossed runway 29 at Golf 6. So I don't know where it's getting its names from. Oh, he's just speeding away now, isn't he? I thought I told it to free the AI from this spot. I know I clicked it. Good, go away. Catching bird. And let's request a ground power unit. Well, let's see if GSX will do it. Well, okay. I'll start the APU. We should have already started this, honestly. But I just forgot. So that APU is on, we'll transfer the power over to it, and then we can shut the engines off. Alright, now we got the APU on, so we can go ahead and cut the engines. Yeah, we parked a little bit to the left. I'm sorry. Let's see. Here. Wonder why the jetway. I bought this is a custom model of this airport here, so. Wait. Okay. Let's request ground power. Pumps on. These should have been turned off a long time ago. Turn air on. Yaw damper on. Alright. Let's go order. Transponder should already been off. Flaps up, trim 4 or 5, auto brake off, MFD engine. CCP speeds 100. Above MSA start switches off, pro heat off, like as required, APU on, taxi lights off. Okay, shut down. Fuel pumps off, electrical on, fasten seatbelts off, window heat off, probe heat auto and off, anti-ice off, hydraulics off, recorder on, auto, air conditioning packs auto. Bleed off. Start switches off, auto brake off, speed brake down, decant. Flaps up, no lights. Start levers cut off, weather radar off, transponder 2000, staying fine. and standby. CVR and the LCD cockpit door unlocked. RS mode selectors need to go off. Cab utility on, emergency exit lights off, air conditioning packs off. Alright. Go outside and look. Yeah. That was a pretty good flight and landing. Just had a few hiccups, but nothing major. So I'll take it. Hopefully that was informative. All right. Well, next time I think we'll make a little bit of a longer flight and we'll fly to Newark, Teterboro. That'll be the first time I've ever flown there, and I'll have to figure out what's going on with this airport scenery that's not having the jetways here. That's kind of annoying because I know that this is a custom airport. Let's see if I can get the drone out here. See, I don't know what that section of the airport is over there, because there's stuff over there too. I think that's the way the New Orleans airport is. It's got like two sides to it, so I'm not sure. But I'm also not sure why this side doesn't have jetways, because it clearly has spots for them. It just there's nothing there. So something's wrong. Not sure, but we'll figure it out. Alright. Thanks for watching. See you next time.